What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Back with another one, man. Y'all know how we do, man. I got to get them on. Y'all get on here, get on in here. Got something special for y'all today, too. You hear me? Okay, we got two people on here. Y'all know once we get 100, we finna put that good game out there that y'all ain't finna get nowhere else. Cause guess what? Don't nobody want to see you prosper. It's just what it is. The game is to be sold, not told, but we telling it. I told y'all when we first started this, all we had other companies hitting us up, talking about why we putting this information out because we want to see people win. That's why we putting it. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, but that's why we putting this information out there. So we got over 100 people in here now. Make sure y'all share it, and it's going up, up, and up. Okay. Um, y'all share this information, man. I'm back with y'all again. I got somebody very special on the line. I hope y'all paid attention to the live that we did yesterday. Cause like I say, man, these people take time out of their busy schedule, along as myself. And we come and want to talk to people, especially those who want to change their situation. So let me put the information up, man, because people be asking me how to call in and all that. The numbers on the bottom of this live. Real credit deal. You can call today. You can start today. It's only 214 to start, but I think we're running a special right now. Thanksgiving special. Yeah. Hold on. Hold that thought. Let me bring my guest in, man. Before I bring him in, I want to introduce him, man. This is Justin Wilson. Now, listen. This is Chief Visionary Officer for Real Credit Deal. And like I'm trying to explain to y'all and tell y'all that we have a whole team of people. It's not just one person, two, three, four, five. We have a team of people that's on here willing to help y'all get the results that y'all need. So I'm finna bring them on right now, and we finna get to this live. Make sure y'all share this live, man. Okay, that's all I ask. You know what I'm saying? My man, what's going on?
What's good? What's going on, man?
Hey man, I just want to say, man, I appreciate you coming on, talking to the family. You know what I'm saying? That means a lot to me. You
Yeah.
know, and like I say, man, this is this is the man right here. You know what I'm saying? This is Justin Wilson. This is Chief Visionary Officer of for Real Credit Deal. And like I say, man, I just want to pick your brain, man, let you talk to the family a little bit
Yeah.
about some
Yeah.
things, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Uh,
listen, man, this is
so
what I always ask people first, man. Tell me what's your background when it comes to credit so that they
yeah,
know.
yeah. So real quick. So I got introduced to credit kind of same way as everybody else, which is nothing. You know, my parents didn't really teach me too much about it. I'm half black, half Mexican, so both sides didn't really have good credit. You know what I mean? So that's how I got
Right.
introduced to credit was bad credit right off the bat. You know what I mean? Bill collectors calling all the time. I remember one time, man, my dad answering the phone, and I remember them asking for. I heard him say his name, like, "Hey, is Michael?" And he was like, no, Michael ain't there. This is his brother. This is his brother Tyrone. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember hearing that. That was my introduction
Right.
to credit, like everybody. So fast forward to today. I'm a chief visionary officer of a financial education company. I got started about 10 years ago with bad credit, and I got sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I just started learning, man, step by step, learning, falling on my face, learning what works, learning what doesn't work, and then
Mhm.
what really hooked me up was I got plugged into people that have been in the industry for like 10, 20 years. And so, do what they do, say what they say, you'll get what they got. So then fast forward to today, great credit, and I'm able to buy homes and businesses and things like that now.
Definitely. This is the same song and dance y'all gonna hear. Like I be trying to tell y'all, man,
Yeah.
credit is the way to go. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things people make it harder than what it really is. But once you get into it, you kind of gonna kick yourself in the butt because you should have been got into credit. You know what I'm saying? Use
Yeah.
credit. Don't use cash. Don't use debit.
Yeah.
Use credit. Now, let me ask you this, man. Like, what are some of the benefits of having good credit or fixing your credit and having good credit?
You know what? I'll tell you. I'll give you two-part answer, right? So the first part is what everybody says. Of course, you can buy cars, you can buy homes. Now, if
Yeah.
you want to get into a city, government, or federal job, they're gonna check your credit, and it's gonna need to be good. Otherwise, there's a thousand other people that are getting that contract job, getting that law enforcement job, or getting, that probation job, whatever it is you're trying to get in the courthouse or whatever, right? You can get the homes and you can grow businesses. Everybody knows that. Here's what most people don't talk about. When you learn about credit, you're going to mess it up because there's always a recession and then there's a contradiction, recession and growth, right? What follows a recession? Growth. What follows growth? A recession. So that means you're going to see this over and over and over again, right? So it behooves you to start learning, okay, what does it look like when my credit's bad? And what is it like when it's good? And then when it gets bad again, because it's going to, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're moving and shaking and trying to do something, your credit is always going to be used and leveraged, and sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad. And you need to be able to flip it back, like with the light switch.
Right. And the thing about it is this, we want people to acquire assets. You know what I'm saying? Not liabilities. And if you don't know what that means, I'm not trying to insult nobody, but some people may not know what that means. Basically, liabilities are things that take money out your pocket. Assets are things that put money in your pocket. So you want to gain more assets. Like I say, I don't have a problem with nobody working and doing what they got to do, but I do have an issue with people working for 40 years for somebody that they'll never meet. I have an issue with that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, man, good credit will put you in a position where you can start a business. Use other people's money. That's the next question I was going to ask you. How important is it to use other people's money, man?
It's so important. It's so important because once you have money, you got to understand it's one thing to make it. It's a whole nother thing to keep it, right? And the number one way to keep it is don't use it, right? It's as simple as that. Don't use it. Use somebody else's. Now, that's not a bad thing. People would think that's a bad thing, like I'm using my friend. I will use my friend's money, and they are happy to have me use their money, right? Because I can make them money on their money and make me money. So it's a win-win scenario. So why not use other people's money so that way you can use your skills to help others, including yourself?
Exactly. And that's the key. It's like, once you understand that, because like I said, we wasn't never taught this stuff. Like you said, man, before, we wasn't taught how to utilize credit. We thought credit was for gas, just small stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of businesses and a lot of people know how to build credit. And if they tear it down, they know how to build another, they know how to go backwards and forth. They know about CPNs and all these different things. I'm talking about stuff we don't know nothing about. Nobody never put us up on these things. So using other people's money is practically the way to go in business. Because again, I'm going to say it a million times. Rich people use other people's money. They don't even use their own money.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what? One thing I learned, Papa, real quick, just to touch on that last piece, is when you get to the level, when you start thinking about it, using other people's money, what ends up happening is because you can make them money, you start thinking about how do I use other people's money if it was my own. So, for example, if I own a business, that's its own thing. How do I use money from that now, leveraging that credit to do things, right? So it's on a whole nother level of using somebody else's money. It's your money, but it's your somebody else's money,
Exactly. And then another thing too, you'll start to realize that money is just a tool. Like, money ain't what we thought. Like, what people think money is. Money just create opportunities, like we spoke on earlier. That's all it does. But when you see it in that light, you treat it that way. Because it's like a gallon of water. If you pouring it out all the time and not putting more in, you're gonna run out of money. You're gonna run out of water. So you have to create a situation you have to create a system where you're putting more in than you're spending out. Because I'm gonna tell you something, a lot of people, and they go for couples, married people, the average people do not sit down and figure out how much is coming in and how much is going out. People just hot dogging it. They just, but you have to be on top of that stuff, because it's all like I heard before, man. Life is about numbers. That's it. Numbers don't lie. Numbers is the only universal language in the world. Okay, what part of the world you at? 1 + 1 is 2. You know what I'm saying? So that's just that. So let me ask you this too, man. I don't want to hold you long, man. I don't. But let me ask you this, right? For those who's out there straddling, somebody hit the number on the bottom of this live. You see the number on the bottom of this live? Man, you call today, you can talk today. The number on the bottom of the live, screenshot it, send it to your significant other, whatever the case may be. Whatever you gotta do. Let me ask you this, man. Let me ask you this. How important is it? I'm getting a lot of calls right now. I don't know. How important is it, right, for two people, right? Two people to build their credit together. Because like I tell y'all, two people gonna always outdo one. Pulling together. And this is for the couples. This is for those who, whatever the case may be.
Yep.
How is that so important for two people to pull together versus one person with credit?
So most people would think 1 + 1 is 2. No, it's not. No, it's not. 1 + 1 can be infinity because you can leverage one person's credit against each other and constantly do that all the way up to $100 million. So people don't realize that, and what I mean by that is, I'll give you an example. I buy a house, and let's say my significant other buys a house. She can pull a line of credit out on that house to help me buy the next house, and I can pull a line of credit out on both of those homes to buy her next home. We throwing it back and forth. We playing hot potato with each other's credit in order to stack, all the while extracting money to put in our insurance plan that we could then take a loan out on the insurance plan. This board right here, this has all the nuggets right here on it, y'all. You got it, but you got to say this. I'm in my bedroom right now, right? I got it right here, so that I'm constantly saying, okay, boom, we got that, we're doing that. It's, you know what I mean? It's got to be in front of
you. I like the way you put that.
Yeah.
And I tell them all the time, man, ignorance is the most expensive thing in the world. It just means you don't know, and when you don't know, you're going to get taken advantage of. You know what I'm saying? This is why I say deal with people that do this every day. Deal with people who do this as a profession. This is how you build a solid, successful team. That every level of your team, you have an expertise, someone that's an expert in that area. This is how you build. And like I say, man, it's only 214. You can start. It's only 114 a month until you reach the goals that you're trying to reach. And like I say, for the money that can be taken off your credit, it will not compare to what you would pay.
And a lot of times people will just go into a credit repair and that's, they just fix their credit. What I like about Real Credit Deal is they put together a program that continues to go as long as you want to go. So if you want to go into business credit, you keep going. If you want to go into corporate credit, real estate credit, insurance, you want to go all these, you just keep going on the plan until you get whatever goals you're trying to get. So it's very intuitive and it's very individualistic.
Exactly. And like I say, once you get so high up, man, you got everything going. Because like I say, they're going to look at your personal credit first. And also when you're building business credit, once you get to that goal, listen, man, you could jump into real estate, no problem. You know what I'm saying? Real estate is one of the main things one of the highest things that create a lot of millionaires, because you can't pick up a house and put it in your pocket. You can't pick up a boat and put it in your pocket. So they will invest. Say if you found a house that's $100,000 and you put a little bit more in it and it's going for $250 or it's going for $350, the bank will pay for it. And this is how you leverage debt. You could get rich off debt. We was taught that debt was a bad thing. It can be, but I'm telling you, debt is how the rich get rich, man. And this is how. It's just you borrow 50 grand, you get a business. Like I always say, if that business paying you $8 grand a month and you only have to pay $800-900 on that loan, it's a no-brainer. Pay the $800-900, keep the access, and duplicate the process.
Papa, let me ask you a question real quick. Let me ask you, how much taxes do you pay on when you're running your credit card? How much income taxes are you paying on that when you're swiping a credit card?
On the credit card? Income tax?
How much income tax do you pay? You want the answer? Zero.
None.
Because you don't pay taxes on debt. So that's how the rich stay there, just like you said. They stay living their life on their line of credit because how much income tax do you pay when you live your life on credit?
And again, you got a lot of cars that got zero interest. So a lot of people use them cars up for that year, get rid of it, and get another one. And the only thing you got to do is be disciplined. Pay it on the due date. If you're paying it on the due date, it's free money. You know what I'm saying? You utilizing other people's money to build your dream. It's a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a no-brainer. And that's why I say this is only for those who are go-getters that are not afraid to start an LLC, start a company, get an LLC. You know, these are for those people. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid.
A lot of people too. A lot of people won't fix their credit, or they get this misconception that just because you fix your credit, like you need to be able to make money. Like credit is no good if you don't got no money and you got credit. It's okay. You're gonna get by for a second, right? But you gotta pay the bill at some point. So at some point, you gotta be able to make money. So that's one thing that we do as well as a company is we actually teach people how to make money on the side of what they're doing. Because if you're going to fix your credit, then you want to make more money to be able to have that lifestyle and live and hit the goals, right? Take the money, get the credit, get more money. And so we teach all those steps.
And that's really important because like I say, man, you definitely want to put yourself in a position to research, do your due diligence on the business that you want to go into as you building your credit. So once you get to that reach goal, you know how to go into that business that you've been researching and jump right on in there. And like I said, don't be scared to fail. You never fail, you learn. You know what I'm saying? You can never fail. You know, sometimes people know what to do, they don't know why to do it. And that's where the experience come in at. So get a good mentor, somebody you trust, you understand me? And like I say, it's a no-brainer, man. You definitely got to just not be scared, man. Take the initiative. Take a leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? And when you do that, man, you like I say, you're gonna kick yourself in the butt when you really because like money puts you in certain places to where you hear certain conversations. And when you hear these conversations from people that's successful or people that's been doing this, it's just all like the light just turn on. All stars align. And it's crazy that we haven't been taught this stuff, but I know why we haven't been taught. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. So, man, like I say, hit the number on the bottom of this live, man. Screenshot it. Call today. You can start today, man. And be thanking credit, man. Because like I say, using money, nothing. Using debit cards is just what it is debt. It's a debt card, you might well say. So use credit, man. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Tell me, is it anything you want to add to that, man? Because I just want to give
I would say, man, the life. Look, guys, you know, in order to live a life beyond your wildest expectations, you first got to start having some wild expectations. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to start thinking, okay, what do I want to actually do? Do I want to get my kids into the better schools? Do I want them to eat the best food? You know, it's not just about like all the flashy things. It's also the house, the cars, the traveling. Like right now, I just bought a property near Las Vegas that's got its own airstrip. And I'm not saying that because I'm a pilot, right? I'm a pilot, and so I'm flying into my house, and you can taxi from your runway to your house like John Travolta. And I'm not saying that to be braggadocious or to impress you. I'm saying that to impress upon you. When you start thinking about bigger things, you can start having that lifestyle, and then you can start planning on, okay, how do you do it? And it's guys, I'm telling you, it's all leverage, it's all credit, it's all making smart moves, and then you start having that life you want to live. It's not that big a deal.
Just that simple. Like I say, you create. Don't let life throw at you what life wants you to have. You throw at life what you want. This is the realm where you can create. Yeah, you can create your own reality. If you ever confuse that or feel as though that's not true, you lost. You blowing with the wind. Whichever way the wind blow, that's how you blow. Man, you could do whatever you want to do. Like, don't take advice from people who never done this. They cannot take you somewhere they never been. It just don't make sense. Deal with people who do this, and I tell y'all all the time, talk to anybody you know, whether it's a family member, your homeboy, daddy, whoever. If they got a successful business or they are successful in any type of way, credit is in the equation. Trust me when I tell you, it doesn't make business sense not to use credit. And this ain't something we came up with. This ain't our way of doing it, but this is just the way it
This is
is.
the game. Yeah, this is the game. You could play
Yeah,
it or
this is,
you could get
yeah,
played.
that's
You know?
all it is. That's
Yeah.
it. You know, a lot of stuff about life we don't like, but trust me, that's why they fought wars. You ready to fight a war so we could change it all, the whole construct? Man, be smart. Don't think in your feelings. Get out your feelings. You can start a
Right.
revolution. You can start whatever you want to start. You just got to be smart. Be
Yep.
smart, like he just said. Just play it like it's played, man. I won't sit on here and tell y'all no, because no matter how you feel, man, if you don't pay the light bill, they're gonna get cut off. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? I wouldn't dare tell you to look, man. It's simple. You know what I'm saying? And once you figure this out, man, use the bank money. They got plenty of money for you to use and buy boats and buy houses
Yep.
and buy whatever it is you want to buy and leverage it and do whatever it is you want to do.
It's chess, not checkers, man. So you're right.
Exactly. Hey, man, I want to say I appreciate you, man, for coming on,
Yep.
talking to the fam, man, you know what I'm saying, and sharing that information with them because I just try to do my part. You know what I'm saying? I can't
All
make
day, man.
nobody do nothing.
I'm appreciative. Likewise, I appreciate your guys' time. Thanks so much for you guys having me on. Anytime, anything you need, man. This y'all audience is amazing. You know what you guys are talking about is amazing. So I appreciate it, and I love peace, respect.
Thank you, man. And hey, man, have a happy holidays. And I will definitely be getting up with you. Matter of fact, we'll be together in Miami December the 10th.
Go. Yeah, let's go,
Let's
son.
go.
We're gonna be there.
For
Ready,
sure,
baby.
man. I appreciate it. All right.
Go.
Definitely, man. Hey, man, I just want to say appreciate y'all for taking the time out to jump on the live. And like I say, man, I can't make nobody do nothing, but I am gonna do my part. You feel me? We've helped a lot of families. Like I always tell y'all, we helped a lot of people, man, get into apartments, people who couldn't get into places. Uh, help them get vehicles, help them with their business, help them start a business. Credit, bro. Ain't no other way around it. Credit, credit, credit. I can't tell you nothing different than that. You know what I'm saying? I'll be on some other crap, and I ain't finna do that for nobody. So listen, man, start teaching your children about credit. You know what I'm saying? You can also leverage them on your credit. So by the time they get 18, they can have good credit. Okay? There's ways to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's easy. Use the bank money, man. They got plenty of money. You know what I'm saying? And that's just that. Like I say, for those who don't know, hit the number on the bottom of this live or a real credit deal. Like I say, screenshot it. Um, do whatever it is you got to do, and handle your business. Cause like I always tell y'all, either you gonna hit the lottery, either you gonna work and save 50, 60,000, whatever, start a business or whatever, or you gonna do crowdfunding. Somebody gonna die and leave you some money. You know what I'm saying? Or just leverage the credit, man, and go in and do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? These are just options because, again, nobody's going to save you. No one gives a flying, you know what, about you. Like, who are you for someone to come step in your life and change your life? That is wishful thinking. We grown men and we grown women. You know what I'm saying? Wishful thinking ain't nothing I'm finna do. And I wouldn't tell you to do that neither. Don't make it so hard, man. I know a lot of us don't like to go. I don't like to go through this process, but I had to get out my feelings. Like he said, man, it's chess, not checkers. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. You feel me? So with that being said, hitting them on the bottom of his post, I just want to bring y'all someone who's very knowledgeable about this and has done some quite impressive things. You know what I'm saying? From taking companies from zero to millions. This guy has done it from zero to millions of dollars. Okay, I'm talking not 10, not 20, not even 30 million. I'm talking about taking companies from zero to millions of dollars. So this is a guy that really knows his ish. And like I say, handle your business, man. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody old, nobody nothing. Okay? I would never tell no one to blame someone for the position that they're in. You got to roll your sleeves up, man, and make it happen. And it ain't hard as you think. Okay? I will tell y'all to have a happy Thanksgiving, but I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I got my reasons why. But if you do, it's on you. And have a happy one. You know what I'm saying? So to each his own. I'm gonna let y'all go, man. Y'all be blessed. Please hit the number on the bottom of this live, screenshot it, write it down, send it to your significant other, your cousin, or whoever you trying to go in business with. Start thinking, man. Start thinking. And once you do what everybody else doing, which is using credit, then you'll see for yourself. Okay? So, man, I like to say thank y'all, man. I will holler at y'all on the next one. All right? Peace.